music you've ever composed?
Worst
Why?
music, I think it was this one dance song that I had to write for the singer who really wasn't not a very great singer. And I wrote the song because they needed a... No. I don't think she ever got big, but Lena heard that song and he goes, "Don't tell me you wrote that."
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how bad it was. Because I can't really write a dance song. I would like to, but I'm going to try to more, but not my strong point.
So we won't go into the clubs and hear your song, you know?
Just the ballads sometimes, but not the nightclub songs.
We'll leave it to Psy and the rest of those guys to do that one. Yeah. What about, how did you all meet? Park Jung-yeon, Kim Jo-won, how did this all, the
Well, with
collaborate
Lena,
together?
with Park Jung-yeon, I was working at a studio, as a little gospel studio that I used to just work as a producer, like arranger. And Lena and her mother came in asking for a song because they wanted to go out for this contest. And so they gave me the lyrics and I wrote a song on top of that. And she went out on the contest and she just won first place. She won. And then that was my first encounter with her. They just walked into the studio that I was working at. And then, you know, obviously, and then after she won, we had to make an album, and where I produced the album, and it was kind of like my very first production, and so it was like, at that time, I think musically it was very weak, but it has a lot of feel because it's just so genuine, and it's a Christian album, and then, you know, working on that, and ever since then, you know, her and I became the closest friends after we came to Korea, because, you know, we kind of like depended on each other. And she didn't know anyone, I didn't know anyone here, so yeah. And then ever since, and then I worked with her. I wrote "P.S. I Love You" for her first album, and then it did okay. Yeah. And then when I first met her, I thought to myself, one of these days, because of her, I'm gonna be able to do well because of her.
Wow.
I saw that, when I was, you know, getting to know her and stuff. And sure enough, you know, and I'm really, really happy for her success, especially. She was very 꾸준 until now, but until, you know, she did 나는 가수다, and then she became a mega star, but she doesn't act like a mega star at all, which is, you know, the great thing. Yeah, she's still very grounded, and yeah, so I'm very, very happy for her about that. And also George too, Kim Jo-han, you know, I've met him actually working on a album called Who Are You? I think I've seen him somewhere else before that, like ran into him. But working on Who Are You, we just became friends, and he is like one of my closest friends. I mean, best friends also. And, you know, since he's a guy, it's you know, as a friend, he's just like my best friend also. Yeah. And,
this is fabulous. We're going to have to go into this segment, and let's go ahead to the star donation. This is the gift that you brought for Star English for the auction. So this is Park Jung-yeon, and she looks fabulous on that cover too. And so tell us a little about this.
Okay, well today for this segment I went to see Lena, and I asked her, you know, what album she had, and she had a lot of them, but this one in particular is very special to me because I wrote this particular song for my daughter. And so it's a very special album. I think probably the first album and the second album is very special too, but I chose this one because you know, it's very pertinent to my family, and the lyrics aren't really about that, but when I gave her the song and I wrote it, you know, yes, so that's why I brought this one. I had her sign it. And,
great. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. I can't believe we're already at the end part of our show already. Thank you so much for bringing this item, and we'd definitely love to auction it out. I'm sure many of our viewers will want to, you know, have this album signed by her and composed, one of the songs composed by Joe himself. So this is a very valuable auction item gift for us, so thank you so much. But we're going to have to say goodbye already, and so Joe, if you can, you know, tell our viewers, you know, anything that you want to wrap up and say goodbye to.
Yes, I wish I could talk better. I wish I could express myself better, but I had a wonderful time, a very meaningful time for me, and I would like to thank you for inviting me to the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know what? Not everyone's a talker, but you did a fabulous job. And you expressed yourself through your music, which is something that, I can't do for sure, and many can't do. So we thank you, and we, appreciate that you came aboard. Thank you so much, and for taking the time out. And we're going to wave everyone over there goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Tips for You. When we come to the end of something, we're working really hard and long. We want to finish it. 그러면 우리가 이렇게 말을 하죠. 이제 마무리하자. So there's an expression in English. We'll say, let's wrap it up. Wrap은 W-R-A-P 이렇게 철자합니다. Wrap. Wrap는 뭔가 이렇게 포장을 하는 거죠. Wrap. So let's wrap it up. 마무리하니까 이렇게 포장을 하는 거죠. Okay, so the end 그 뜻이잖아요. The other expressions you want to hear, there's many more. There's ones like let's finish this. 끝내자고요. Let's finish this, or let's call it quits. Let's call it quits. And also, let's end this now. 그건 좀 쉽죠. Let's end this now. So 마무리할 때는 let's wrap it up. So for example, we can definitely use it when we're composing music. 음악을 작곡할 때 시간이 많이 걸릴 수 있잖아요. 그러면 너무 늦은 시간에 피곤해요 하면서 let's wrap it up. 그렇게 할 수 있고요. All right, remember that. I think once in our life we had to write a poem and or maybe an essay, a story written down on paper, as well as keeping a journal. Well, have you ever tried writing a song, perhaps? At least the lyrics. And if you're musically inclined, then composing some music to create a song. This is something that we should all try at least once in our life. Perhaps even if we can't get through it, but to appreciate it and what we can listen to in a final song and the music we hear on the radio. So thanks to everyone in the music industry and all the fields that we have this awesome part of our lives, the music. We'll see you. Bye-bye.